The other day I was counseling one of my clients, and I just blurted it out. I'm like, it's like the 1% principle. And it's just something that came to me at that point. If you can do something different and become that 1% better every single day, in 25 days you've made a 25% difference. A practical example is someone who drinks, let's say, 10 beers a night. Reducing that to 9 beers a night, you've already made a 10% change.
Absolutely.
If somebody wakes up 5 minutes earlier every single morning, or just wakes up at the same time every single morning, then you've already made a global change in your own day-to-day. And so this 1% principle is really important because it's achievable. That's the most, people make all these grand plans and say, I want to, like you said it before, I want to just eat healthier. What the hell does that even mean? There's so many competing theories on what you should eat, what you shouldn't eat, all these diets out there. No, define it and start to get into it, because that's the huge thing.
It's very important for me as an individual. When I set a goal, I stick by it and I do whatever I can to change the plan to get to the goal, but I don't change the goal because I think it's overwhelming and difficult and I won't be able to get to it. And I believe it's very important to stick to your words of what you say. And in these ways, there's always a solution. And there's a lot of people that complain and find excuses, and they can have libraries and websites about what are the best excuses that they can use tomorrow. But always find a solution to it. And if you can adapt that methodology to always find a solution to your problem, you will be in a better place when you will have to deal with them, which is very, and it's going to be very impactful into your life, because every time there's a problem, you will know how to tackle this problem, whether they're big, small, because you'll always be able to find the right pathway to be able to find a solution, because you exclude the problem and you find what you want to achieve, what you want to get, what would you like it to change, and what can be done. There's always people and mentors and different resources that can help you to guide you into this. But if you bring your problem and that's all you see, it will be a little bit harder for you to do so. And also in terms of respect and self-discipline, it's very important to respect yourself and know your self-worth. So when you look at the person in the mirror every day, when I brush my teeth in the morning, guys, so the things that I do when I brush my teeth in the morning, I always look at the person in the mirror and I want to be proud of the person I'm looking at. It's very important for you to be proud of yourself before you also look at others. If you're not, there's always ways to change it, and there's always resources out there to help. What I'd like to do is to support and empower people within that team that we have, to make them feel strong within themselves, teach them and educate them on how to do so they can get back up. It's like being a parent. You teach your kids how they can hold up the furniture and hold up these little trolls so they can start walking. So tomorrow when they fall, they know what to do to get back up by themselves. It's the same principles. Nothing has changed. It's just different ways of explaining it and different pathways to get them to do so.
There's almost no excuse these days. There's so much information out there. There's so much support. There's so much even free support that people can get if they want to make changes. You want to define a goal and you want to stick to it and you want to move towards it. A guy called Jordan Peterson, he's a clinical psych who talks about a whole range of topics, but when he talked about goals, he talked about the only time you should ever change direction in a goal is not to make it easier, but only if that direction makes your goal harder, or if you're moving towards a harder goal. So you could be on the track to something and you're going there, and then you change direction because you're moving towards something that's bigger, that's greater. It's almost like climbing a foothill. That was your first goal, but then you see the mountain behind and you're like, okay, I'm going to aim for that mountain now.